Hello again, many thanks for choosing us. My name is Ernest Kojo-Manu. Now, the Forestry Commission has set ablaze mining equipment belonging to Akunta Mining in the Tano-Nimere Forest Reserve. The destruction of the forest reserve was captured in JoyNews' latest hotline documentary, Destruction for Gold, which detailed a widespread destruction of both forest and water bodies across the country. The action comes after intense pressure on government to arrest the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the NPP, who is owner of Akunta Mining, Chairman Bernard Ntwibo-Siakun, also known as Chairman Wuntumi. Let's go live now and speak to Erastus Asare-Donkor, who produced this documentary and also been following the update in the Nimere Forest Reserve for some more details. Erastus, when exactly did this happen? Well, we're working the lines to have my colleague Erastus Asare-Donkor join us on the line. And also in a related development, there's been some attack in the dumping area. The chief of a town, well, a chief there, who has been speaking and very vociferous about the issue of Galamsey, has been attacked, and some other persons as well attacked by some thugs in the area. The police have released a statement saying they have arrested 3 persons in connection with that incident, and they are hoping to arrest some more people. But the police links this to a chieftaincy dispute in the dumping area. We know that the dumping area is also rife with illegal mining, which is the hometown of the Deputy Minister for Land and Natural Resources, George Merikuduka. He recently has denied claims that he is involved in any illegal activity in the area. We'll return to the story, definitely when we have Erastus Asare-Donkor to bring you that update on the Nimere Forest Reserve. But away from that, a group calling itself Boma Patriotic Youth is appealing to President Akufo-Addo to redeem his image to the people and the chiefs of Boma by fulfilling his promise of ensuring a fair distribution of the national cake. The residents say the non-construction of their bad roads has halted development in the area in the General Tano North District. They say once the vibrant and enviable community is losing its image as a result of the abandoned project and continuous erosion of their roads. Precious Semevo reports.
Town in the Tano North District in the Hafo region, with a population of about 7,000 inhabitants, mostly farmers. Their roads connect to Duankwanta, Tepa, Dweniase and Yamfo, a total of about 60 kilometers. Sadly, none of these roads, including the Boma Township, are in a good state, rendering development stagnant. The old, sick and pregnant women, like 90-year-old blind Ekuya Mansa and Akosia Sewa, say seeking healthcare is a challenge. I am old, weak and blind. I was carried to the hospital since a car could not pick me up. If something happens in Boma, the roads are not motorable. The government should fix them for us.
Like I feel for sake, maybe I'm to say in case.
As a pregnant woman, if I am in labor, no car would come to my house due to the road, and I could deliver on the way to the hospital. Farmers are not spared. Stephen Bayo laments over their nightmare of carrying farm crops to the house or market.
My
cocoa is stacked on the farm, as I can't cart them home due to the road. A friend is helping me out, but he would have to leave them here, and I carry them to the house. A worried driver, Mr. Treme, with his car broken down because of the nature of the road, says their situation is miserable. I have spent 3 days on these bad roads. Every day I buy new spare parts. Nothing is working for us. We beg the president to come to the aid of Boma. We are helpless. There are frustrations over successive government unfulfilled promises. Nana Chei is a resident. Promises now and then. Government officials will come and meet Boma leaders on the road, with a promise to fix them. But as soon as they leave, they don't know about Boma again. The situation has compelled the Boma patriotic youth to ask questions at a press conference.
Where is our part of the national cake? Is it the case that the Parliament of Ghana rejected the portion of the national budget that captured the Boma roads? Is Boma not part of Ghana? Are the President and the Minister for Roads and Highways aware of these continuous failed promises and their consequences? Is that what we get for our consistent infliction on unswerving loyalty and allegiance to FBP? Boma deserves better.
The convener, Isaac J. Boatin, says the president must act to save his image and that of his party, or else they may advise themselves.
Politicians and leaders of our country have taken Boma Man for granted for far too long. Just before every election, they send machines on our roads, pretending to be constructing the roads just to win votes. But immediately after elections, the machines vanish into thin air and the numerous promises die naturally. We say enough is enough. Development of the town is in shambles and erosion is fast devastating the once proud and enviable town in Bron Ahafo. We appeal to the government led by His Excellency Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo, as a matter of urgency, act to save the image of Omaman, his own image, and that of his party at large.
And Precious Samuel filed that report. Let's return to our top story, the destruction of properties or structures belonging to Akonta Mining in the Nimri Forest Reserve. Erastus Saridonko joins us on the line with details. Erastus, when did this destruction, the setting ablaze of the structures, when did this happen? Erastus, you'd have to unmute.
So that was yesterday, and it was supervised by the Deputy Lands Minister in charge of Forestry, Benito Usubio, and the Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Mr. Alote. They supervised the burning of these structures. I must say that before this, the equipment, the heavy equipment that were in the forest, I mean, the Akonta branded excavators and other things have been tracked out. The company was allowed to track them out of the forest. And so what was left are these pumping machines, the temporary structures that served as accommodation for the company in the forest. So as we speak, they've burnt the establishments there, but we are learning from my sources there that yesterday they saw the security men of Akonta Mining Limited still in the forest there, and the explanation is that they are guarding the concession because they believe that this will end one day and they will come back to it, and so they do not want other miners to come in and mine or what they have started. And so there are still pockets of security men belonging to the company, per my sources, still lurking in the bushes there with the idea of protecting the site.
And Erastus, we see there, I saw in the visuals there, the burning of what looked like either a water pump or a generator of a sort. Do we know if the equipment of Akonta Mining were also set ablaze together with the structures?
So the only equipment you see in there are the water pumping machines, the power generators that were used on site, and these belong to Akonta Mining Company Limited. But with regards to the heavy equipment, the earth-moving equipment, the excavators, the bulldozers, they were carted out of the forest days ago, as my scouts report. So that has been the situation. The ones you see being set ablaze are the pumping machines, the power generators left behind by the company.
And any arrests made? Anybody picked up?
So far, no arrests have been made whatsoever, none that I'm aware of, just the burning of the equipment and the temporary structures left in the forest there.
Erastus, thank you very much for bringing us those details. And just by way of an update as well, in Dompim, there have been some 3 suspects arrested in connection with what the police says is a chieftaincy dispute. 1 person has been injured and several properties damaged in the area. The suspects, Ibrahim Issa, Atanga Peter and Asumba Emmanuel, were among a group of people who went on rampage and inflicted machete wounds on the victim, who is currently on admission receiving medical attention. The suspect also destroyed some properties belonging to some individuals in the town. The police have since restored calm to the area, and efforts have been intensified to get the remaining suspects arrested to face justice. I will bring you details in our subsequent bulletins. Right now, let me take you to the Alisa Hotel, where there's an event by CAT International on the private sector role and participation in the African Free Trade Agreement.